very happy about that. It was a just decision, it was the right decision, and it was what was expected.
Viewer subscriber, welcome back to another upload. In this update, dancehall artist Vybz Kartel once more. Man I go talk long in this video. Why is that? I have a lawyer. Basically, I go explain the entire process where Vybz Kartel I go through right now, including bail for the dancehall artists. The lawyer make you know say, yo, Vybz Kartel they behind bars 12 years. So if them deny the entertainer bail, that would be wickedness. So watch the style now, share up the video, like up the video, comment as well, and also subscribe and listen what the lawyer have to say.
Fully up, no bully up. You know, fully body bad get attack. I may represent for SAP BG.
What's next for Vybz Kartel and Isaac Buchanan?
Well, I believe the matter will go back before the Court of Appeal for a decision to be made.
Anytime soon?
I expect it to be soon. It's been 15 years now. I think it's 15 or more. I think it should be dealt with as a matter of priority.
Indeed.
The prosecution and the defense will make submissions. The court will make a decision. I expect that he will get bail because he deserves bail.
He deserves bail. And to deny him bail with having a man sitting in custody for over 13 years.
That's right.
And going through appeal and appeal, going through the trial, then appeal and appeal again, all the way to the Privy Council, and now to be given a lifeline. I think it would be cruel and unusual punishment to deny him bail, to sit there and wait until another trial, because at this moment he's been told by the Privy Council that you're not a convict.
Yes.
You're not convicted.
That's right. And remember, he's not well, so on humanitarian grounds he should be allowed to go and recover his health. I think that's a priority.
Anything you can tell us about his health?
He's not well. He's in need of proper care, proper diet, an environment that is stress-free, because these things aggravate his condition.
So all of that will be brought forward in his first bail hearing to be able to get him and hopefully his co-accused released on bail pending whatever decisions is made in the the Court of Appeal.
Yes.
If you were a betting woman, would you say retrial or no retrial?
If I were a betting woman, I think you know what I would say.
Wait and see.
Wait and see. We have a department of the JCF that is supposed to serve summonses, and sometimes it only comprises 2 people with 1 car to serve 300-400 summonses. It's not going to happen. A lot of times they throw them away.
Interesting.
Because they can't be bothered with the effort to go to find these people and to serve them. What we need to do, and it has been exhaustively said, and you know, we are looking at becoming a republic, of doing away with the Queen, which I believe, I agree with, but not the Privy Council, not now, right? We need to pay attention to these matters.
Well, the verdict that came out of the Privy Council today goes a long way. It's telling people in our country that justice is properly served in the Privy Council.
Yeah.
Now, this is not to say that one still couldn't have hope for the Caribbean Court of Justice, but I can tell you that they're a long way in developing to arrive where the Privy Council in its balance demonstrated justice today. Because the fact of the matter is, when they examined not the evidence did not go before them. What went before them was the errors in the procedures of the trial, and they saw mountains of errors, which they pointed out, and one got the feeling that they were in awe that this went past the Jamaican appeal court,
Yes.
you know, and arrived to them. So there is some amount of comfort that every citizen of this country should have in the fact that there's a case to be made about keeping the Privy Council
That's right.
as the final court.
That's
of appeal.
right.
Yeah.
And one of the things is that, you know, what that is very sad is that the ordinary man in the street cannot afford to go to the Privy Council.
Vybz Kartel certainly could.
Yes.
Hence why he got the justice that he paid for.
That's
I meant that to say that could he not afford the lawyers having to travel to represent him, to defend him to the way that they want, and fighting for over 10 years to arrive at this decision, he might not have had his day in court. Because let's be clear, the average man out there who would like to have proper justice, balanced justice that comes out of a place like the Privy Council, he just does not have the pocketbook to be able to afford
and
it.
the legal aid system we have in Jamaica does not provide for that either, which they should. I mean, we're not even talking about the little pittance that they're giving lawyers to defend people, and it's the junior lawyers that are engaged in doing that, which should not be. We need to make sure that we maintain an adequate system of justice and representation by attorneys.
Let me ask you a question. In your years of practicing law, are you surprised that this case went so far and having to arrive at the Privy Council, that our Supreme Court, our appeals court, did not see the errors in law? Right. Are you surprised?
Okay. When I was involved in the appeal, I was of the view exactly what the decision of the Privy Council was today was my view.
Right.
I expected our Court of Appeal to see the issues, especially the one about the juries. And let me tell you, what was given in this case was worse
Indeed.
than it really is, because I did the trial of the juror who was accused.
Okay.
And so I had the opportunity to cross-examine some of the jurors the prosecution brought as witnesses. So, you know, I expected that our Court of Appeal would have seen the points, especially the one on the jury. But they didn't see.
So that might explain why the decision by the Privy Council took less than a month to come back, and the way they did, because it was a clear-cut case of problems with the jury, you know, and other things. That
It was.
Okay. Do you think, now that the Privy Council has ruled that the case should go back to the appeals court here for them to decide if the state wants to retry the matter?
That's right.
Do you honestly believe that, one, is it worth the state's time? Two, there's a matter of the evidence which would have been preserved over a 10 to 12 year period, and then there's the witnesses to call them in, to find them, to